Thank you. Very welcoming.
Yes.
All right, I will share my screen soon again. Hold up.
You will? Okay,
I'm preparing.
we'll jump right in.
Yeah, soon TM. Soon TM, yeah. Just
Soon
a sec.
TM. Okay, so next year.
Yeah.
Alright. That's our update for this week then. No. Yeah. It's been fun times. You've been like working the entire weekend. I've seen it again.
So what's happening for the last 3 to 4 weeks? We have a Discord server called Server Owners, BattleBit Server Owners. Pretty much, there's like more than 100 people at the moment. I'm not sure how many people actually. Hold up, let me check how many people there.
Is it? Yeah, the server owners one.
Yeah. It's like the private one. Like it's not 1% private, but it's like only server owners. There's 275. Okay, it's actually more than that. Never mind.
Wait, I'm not even admin that server. Wow.
Okay, yeah, there's like last 3 weeks we have in that voice chats and like in the server just pretty much developing on the API and what they call community servers. Pretty much trying to make it that when we bring community servers, they're ready. So it's kind of ready, but the only thing that is what do you call? The only thing is we're gonna be testing with community. Like we were testing ourselves only, like with that. I don't know, the people who are developing the community servers for last weeks. This week we're gonna make community servers public, so you guys will actually able to join to them. But we won't yet announce them like fully, like in announcements. Only it will be on Game Server News. And this weekend, if everything goes right, then later on we're gonna make full announcement that hey, community servers are a thing now. But you'll be able to play this week with community servers with the new update. Currently, we just pushed another private build to the community servers, and what do you call? Yeah, it's going great. So we have some servers that are fast respawn, more arcade, what do you call, faster reload and etc., fast response, etc. We have one server that is like what do you call, sniper only, and we have one server that is only some maps and the what do you call, a capture the flag only. You have a gun game, where you have a gun game, and then you have quite different versions actually. I can share my screen. Hold up. And also, we have a new main menu as well. It's not too main menu. It's a bit more different.
And wait, so big request. The pop up that you get.
If you get banned on community server, only you can't play on our server. Like you don't get banned from all servers. No, like community bans are not like official or something. So one thing is, we have been using what do you call? We have been using the quick match all this time because all servers were same, right? But the thing is, when we have community servers, we kind of need to tell you, hey, there's like community servers now, and then like you have to kind of go to server browser and choose the one you want because every server has their own flavors, right? Because of that, we moved the server browser from right to the first. Only problem is if you were used to using server browser, which I was used to use server browser, every single time I open the game, I click here, and that was really annoying. So we had to add a prompt telling you really want to join the shooting range because you will unintentionally click on this. I assure you, it's super annoying. So yeah, this is something else. And also you have some music in the background as well. Larry, no, I have found another music. So
wait,
also server browser is much better. I'm not gonna say server browser is still confusing, but I don't know how to tell it. Like it's gonna take a bit more longer. So the first thing is when you get into server browser, the first thing will be official servers will be unchecked. So all the official servers will be on the bottom. The reason is we want to promote the community servers more on the front. So you have two things: unofficial progression servers and official progression servers. For example, official progression server, and like any server that has official progression means that if you join that server, you will have normal progression as you will have. For example, this server doesn't have official progression, so if I would click on it, you will get a prompt telling, hey, this server doesn't use official progression, which means you can have still progression, but admin will decide your progression and they will store your progression depending on that server. It's like if you will play Rust, for example, or I don't know, any survival game on internet, your progression changes based on server, right? Like it's not like global. It's the same thing. And then the thing is, the server or admins can agree to share what do you call? Agree to share progression and what do you call? Also, what they can use. They can read, not use. They can read official stats of yours, and then they can make you start from where you left exactly. So, for example, if you were level 55 in official servers, when you join the server, if admin chooses, they can let you continue from 55. It's up to them. But if they want, they can make you full 0 level or full rank 10. Rank 200 and prestige 20. It depending on what the server wants. For example, you had, for example, lifesteal gun game. This is like a you pretty much join prestige 10. Sorry, I apologize. Yeah, prestige 10, not 20, not 20, not 20. Sorry.
Wait, that man. Does he streams? I think I met that man on Gamescom. He's a German guy.
Currently, if you go to the what do you call server browser, you won't able to see the what do you call the servers yet. There are some model servers as well, especially Attack Helicopter and Moj. Two people are literally modding the servers, and like Attack Helicopter, for example, is making a VR mode, and he's making like a helicopter, what do you call, helicopter only server. Like pretty much, if someone leaves the vehicle and then the helicopter will spawn instantly, and like someone else gets into it. It's like yeah, those like they are literally what do you call like modding it. The thing is they can mod this. The modding is allowed if the server doesn't use progression or it's not using official progression. So currently this server is lifesteal, and as you can see it's prestige 10 and then level 200. This is admin preference. It's not mine. It's not yours as well. This is admin's preference. And what do you call? So okay, so in this one, what do you call? You kill some person, and then later on you get a new weapon, and then it's like gun game. Okay, the respawns are a lot much faster, and the lifesteal. I think its lifesteal is like a bit more different. What's the rules on this server? I don't know. Again, it's the community. What do you call admins preference. Oh, there's no hit markers. Okay. So yeah, the admins can customize up to hit markers to player icons, player running speed, reload speeds, or what do you call to the which classes you can use or which vehicles you can actually use. Up to them, and it's up to the what do you call? It depends on server again. So currently, if you go to server browser, you won't be able to find any of this server. But when we release the update,
Won't get emoji.
yeah, we are like 4 people for like 4 people in the server. Hold on, let me actually tell them to join the server so we can actually like showcase this game mode as well. While they are joining, I will show other servers in the what do you call? Join lifesteal. All right, there we go. So while they're joining, I'm gonna disable the auto refresh. Minigame, I don't know what it is. You will have to find out. You have zombies. This one's I believe it was it has password at the moment, but what do you call? We're pretty much like one side is zombie, one side is going around with sledgehammer and then like very fast. I think it was night as well, which was very scary. But yeah, this is going fast response, no sniper, no snipers. Okay, this is a no sniper server. There you go. Longer rounds. And so again, yeah, this is becoming more what do you call, more customized. But the point I'm trying to give is for last what do you call 3 months since game released, we had one type of servers, official servers. All rules are same, and then because of that, you never really needed to use the server browser. Like server browser was useless pretty much, and like those buttons were enough to do it. that's not the case anymore. So that's the reason I'm trying to promote the server browser at the moment. Like, encourage you to check the server browser, check the game modes, and if you do enjoy one of it, actually keep playing it, and then support the server owner, because also the server owner is spending bucks from their pocket to host that server. We don't take we don't have a server fee, but the server costs money to them, of course, by, I don't know, if they're using, I don't know, OVH or Hatsner or something. All right, let's go back to the
I have
live
a
stream.
question.
Yeah.
How far you can customize the player experience and still use the official stat? Like if you can make a server with no snipers, it still can be on official stats, right? Or limited snipers.
Okay. So if the progression is lowering it, then that's okay. But if it is fastening it unfairly, so we have 2 agreements for Also, you have like, for example, join locks. Again, this is something they do decide to do it, not us. We have player collision in this server as well, which is a bit interesting to me. But anyway, also, again, one more thing, lean spam, if you were wondering. I will get into the 2S and this is another bug, but like when they die, it instantly gives up, which looks like that ragdoll. So before, I'm showing the lean Nerf at the moment. There you go. So I'm pressing left, right, left, right, left, right, and if I spam it left, right, it literally like doesn't stop, but it's very slow. So if you really spam it, it's literally gonna stop, and then you can technically use it to kind of like slowly peak. I don't know, but it's kind of hard. But it's like, and if you're normally playing, it won't affect you. Like if I'm just doing this, it won't affect you. But if you are literally spamming with your QE, then that's the when it's gonna hit hard. But if you're playing normal like this, I don't know, then you won't feel it. So again, that was something that has to be fixed before, and yeah, it kind of I wish it was much before, but again, what's my opinion on the server? I have no idea. Again, server owner also can customize up to which weapons you can use. At least like they cannot really forbid the weapon from user interface, but they can forbid it from if you spam what they warn you, for example. So for example, imagine this way: you have also kill feed as well if you want to enable it. Normally we had kill feed by default previously in BattleBit, but if you can imagine in 204 player server, kill feed was
Not readable.
clusterfuck.
Yeah.
It's
not manageable.
Yes.
You can't read it, so there's like no point in having it.
So yeah, we disabled it, but the admin can choose to enable it, and then in future, we can maybe make it like squad only or something. That's like a maybe option we could do. But yeah, this is so far the progress. I know that I have been telling like the community service, but again, I have been pressing on it, pointing on it for 3 weeks and for like 4 weeks, because it's still really the only thing that we are working on to make it happen with a proper API. Like the thing is, we could technically allow community hosting 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago. The thing is, it will have no difference from official servers. Like it will be just someone hosting it, but there's no difference. Like it will be really no difference. That's the reason we took our time and then develop the API and then try to make sure that there's enough tools at the moment for the admins can change, so it actually is something different than also you do get healed. So yeah, the server owner can also the admin can choose to heal damaged players. So when I kill someone, I also get healed as well, which we just had it. Again, they can disable, enable bleeding, or choose to how much the bandaging heals. Yeah, there's more. It's just there's like a lot of things that I can't think of all of them at the moment.
There's basically countless options now on how to modify a server.
Not one,
Not-
countless. It's definitely like they can, for example, change tickets. Which, for example, he set the tickets to count like this, so it never ends. Like right now, he made it like this, which doesn't look pretty on the UI. But they can technically change timer. They can change the tickets. Like they can make it infinite. Like it can make it that the run never ends forever. It's up to that. It's up to them at that point. But yeah, one thing you have to really be really careful about this thing is anything that I am in this server that I'm doing, like a progression, will not affect my official progression. For example, if I get an MP5 kill at the moment, that will not be visible on the official servers. Let's get into Prestige, because I know you guys have been some of you guys have been asking for it. So what changed about Prestige is we used to reset the hold on, I need to die for a sec. Okay. Hold on. I need to die for a sec so I can go to the screen and show you.
Grenade yourself. Oh, it's not grenades, right?
I don't have. There's no grenades. Yeah, it's literally the only weapon you have is literally the. There you go. Come on. Thank you. All right. Great. So, so before, when you, for example, Prestige, the weapons, the 400 kills, like for example I have, would be gone as well as your skins and your attachments. You will have to regrind. That's no longer the case. So whenever you Prestige, your 400 kills will no longer actually reset, and you don't need to grind the attachments. Only thing you will have to do is you will have to unlock the weapon again, but you don't need to unlock the attachment again. So attachments are still same as what it is. Your skills are same as it is. Only thing else changed is before we had those starting from 200, for example, 100, 150, 170, like 200, etc. But now because we are unlocking, we're not resetting the kills. There's like additional 200 kills per prestige as well. So that's the change. And also the thing, the thing is, for example, if you had, I don't know, Sledgehammer like 1,000 kill. So your Sledgehammer, or your gadgets, your weapon, your vehicle, none of them doesn't get reset. Only things that will reset is your rank will become 0, and your prestige will increase by 1, and your customization options, which is, for example, I choose to use this scope and this camo. This will be this will be reset, so you will have to re-choose this. That's the only thing. So you can prestige prestige much easier at the moment with less punishment, and I think that should improve more. And then one thing we still working on, get more skins to the prestige, so you have more reasons to prestige and continue progression at least. But we can't of course give any additional weapons or gadgets by prestiging. Just it will be only cosmetic. So pretty much getting 300 level is the end of the the weapon unlocks and gadget unlocks. All right. So far in the server of the applications, we had 1 or 2 African servers. So I know that there are like some 1 or 2 people were asking for African servers. So we had a couple of other applications. So you can have it. It's majorly Europe and NA. We had some also Asia as well. Some Singapore and China as well. Singapore, China. I don't remember seeing Japan, but might be wrong. But yeah, generally it's the Europe and NA. But yeah, so when new updates comes in, please go and check the server browser. do not use quick matching. I mean, yeah, of course you can use it if you want, but I encourage you to not use it. And then check server browser. Try to find a server that you do enjoy instead of the official the game modes. And then yeah, play that server. And then of course, right. But that's pretty much actually like if we shorten it, that's most of the what do you call the things that you have been doing. Get the community API to a level where it is customizable enough, where the service feels actually different than official servers. Get it technically working, and we had some balance changes. And then again, the lean nerf, of course, and what do you call some bug fixes and prestige changes. But yeah, that's pretty much all, guys, at the moment. We won't be announcing the community service in Twitter, like not like of like fully to full extent. We're gonna mention, but we won't announce like full extent because we want to test it with publicly with you guys for a week, and then later on, if everything's okay, then drop an entire huge announcement and then mention it. That's the currently the plan. When community make battle royale, I don't think you can make it. You can't make a battle royale with the current API. Like we have to add more tools to make a battle royale with the current API.
For battle royale, you definitely need new tools.
But you could technically mod the server and do that. That's possible. So for example, let's give an example to you. What you will do is you will spawn the players on the top of the air by modding it, and then you change their gravity and then kind of fake them like they have parachute or something. And then you spawn weapons on the ground, and then when someone interacts with it and gets close to it, you delete that weapon and then give them that weapon. And you have a kind of small looting system, but it's possible with modding. Yeah, you could do that. But again, the current API does not have that too, so you have to mod it specially to make that work. We're gonna add more tools to the API, but again, right now it's mostly just to make it work to the basic standards. That's the goal at the moment.
Right.
All right.
So the soft launch to it more or less really soon.
I'll forget about the TOS and EULA and
do you want to disclose these things live?
No, they are public. No.
Okay.
Those they are public. TOS, EULA, and agreement. All of them are public. None of them are private. You weren't following for a while because of the Gamescom. So if you are interested in server hosting, if you don't need official progression, only accepting TOS is enough, which is it works same as I'm gonna say Minecraft, which is it's same as Minecraft. When you launch the server, it will ask you to accept the EULA there's like a EULA.txt next to the server, and then you just have to go and then type the EULA true, etc., and that will be enough to launch accept the TOS, but you have to still get whitelisted to us. If you want official progression, we have an agreement we do to ensure that there is no way that you are creating a way to you are intentionally abusing the API access we are giving. And again, it's a responsibility because that API access we are giving is a dangerous one. Normally, the game servers if someone's gonna host a server, normally you don't give access that kind of stuff. What you will do is you either don't give it any access, or you do with official partner servers. So, for example, in Battlefield 4, if you want to host a game server, you cannot self-host it. You have to rent it from a partnered official provider. Which when you rent from official partner provider, you cannot modify the game files. So even though those servers have API access, because you do not have physical access to those servers, you can't mod them. You can only customize them. That's why it's possible. That's the thing. That's the path we were following. We were planning to follow. But at the same time, there's a lot of people who just wants to self-host, not rent it. So we've tried to find a way to what we can do. And then then if people want to do self-hosting plus actually like have that API access, which is very dangerous permission, then of course it's like it gets you with great responsibility. So you can find TOS and EULA an agreement in the server hosting server. It's there's like a hold up, let me share. Hold up. So we have a server here, BattleBit Remastered Community Hosting Hub, TLS EULA. You can find them there. Both of them are public. Again, this is something you will accept through what you call by setting the TXT file to true. And this is something you will have to make a contract with us if you want official progression. Again, official progression is like when you do self-hosting, it's a responsibility. So you definitely must root it, and also what do you call? It's not something you should definitely like just run it and leave it. It's definitely a responsibility. But yeah, that's generally all updates, guys. I know we haven't added more content to the game for a while. Like not really new map or new weapon or new skin or new armor. It's I mean, you heard it multiple times, but the reality is because of the community server, like bringing it to the table. So it is it's already ongoing, and then while now the current focus will be as soon as the community servers are up and ongoing, then we're gonna back to the game content and more game fixes. Like yes, the game has bugs. I'm not gonna tell the game is not nearly perfect. No, it's not. But at the same time, we don't have a bug like I don't know, like the player. We don't have like a really extreme major bug where it is an unplayable set. Yeah, of course you have some bugs which is annoying. I can't understand. Also, we have some server issues recently. There's like some maintenance that are happening on our server provider, which it's not on their hands. Like they have to do the maintenance, and then it's not on our hands. So while that maintenance is happening, it's disrupting a lot of latency and packet loss, and it is annoying. But like we can't really do something about it. It's just we're just gonna say okay, just stay with us, and like try a bit later on. But again, it's really annoying to have that as well. So one thing about this community service as well, when we had this kind of maintenance, etc., it affects all of our servers or that region specifically. When it's like community servers, it will affect a single server, or you can just join a community server at that point. One problem is community servers will be more open to DDoS attacks, but I don't think there will be more DDoS attacks to the game anymore. We still get DDoS attacks time to time, but it's not frequent as the early access. The DDoS attacks kind of stopped, like not stopped, it's still going, but paused after like a month and a half ago. It's like now they're not that major. They're not even hurting the service anymore, really. Of course, I'm not opening any room for DDoS. Of course, don't do that. No, that's already illegal in first place. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much all. This is a live steel gun again.
I get a common question right now. Chat is asking me that.
Yeah, go ahead.
A question. So the chat is asking about when will they get the skin for the prestige loss.
Prestige. Oh,
I
yes,
can tell
okay,
them.
yeah.
Okay, let me guess. You made that change. You thought, okay, we have to give them something in return. You announced that you will give a skin, and after that, you went into my DMs and told me to make a skin, right?
Yeah, but at the same time, you were in Gamescom.
Yeah, I was gone anyway,
like,
but
yeah. So the thing is, guys, the thing is, during the playtest time, like let's be transparent on this completely. Like, what do you call? During the playtest, no one prestige. Like there was almost, by the way, there's something like fucked up in extrapolation and fucked up on speed multiplayer. During playtest time, there's no one prestige in the entire game because we were just running playtests every like a 2 hours per week, and it was never enough for someone to prestige. So it never we never kind of understood how much it takes to really prestige. Like it was never a concern, and to be honest, no one got bothered because it was like on 2 hours you could play a week if you could play it. Like play it at the very horrible timing. Sometimes people go to work, they have things to do, and you have to be there exactly at some point. And if you're not, you miss it. It's like it's horrible. So we didn't really have anything on our hand to work with. I'm not gonna lie. And the game came out, and then we realized, yes, it's too much. It is too much. You have to be insane to do that. Of course, I'm saying the people who did it are insane, but it's just not. It's not that worth it. So we had to ease it, and also we had to add more stuff to Prestige. For example, we didn't have anything first about prestiging. Like then later on we added skins only for prestige, but again, I know the skins are what you call not that pleasant sometimes, some of them. Again, we have plans to add more skins, like the ones that like looks like content creators, like actually really looks good. To some some popular weapons at first, and later on other weapons as well on the prestigious. So try to give more reasons for prestigious. And like for example, the clan was also a thing. We eased the progression. Before it was very hard to get to the what do you call to the level 60, but now it's much easier. So like okay, we make it like prestige 1, so it kind of prestige also makes sense. But it was also still hassle to do it because you lose all your attachments, weapons, etc. And also it's really annoying to like lose it because you grind the entire thing and then like it's gone, which kind of leaves that meaning of progression. So yeah, but again, that's the pretty much all the ideas so far. Any questions so far?
I think there's plenty. Looks like it.
Okay, go
Yeah.
ahead. I'm trying to. Please host Singapore servers. I cannot host. We don't have Singapore in our contract with our server provider. We did not choose it because, in general, Japan's latency and the routes were much better to general Asia. So what do you call? We choose Japan, other than trying to separate like Singapore to Japan and different things, because then when you have different regions like that, it screws up matchmaking. Like the thing is, you all have heard it probably. One of the great things is about, I will say, BattleBit is you run the game, it launches in a minute or less than a minute, like 30 to 40 seconds. You click on quick match and you are in a server. I don't know, in 20 seconds. Like you start shooting a guy in 1 minute. Like that's something people love about. That's because we didn't separate the regions extremely too much. Like it's like NA, Europe, Asia, and we had also Brazil as well as a separate. So this way, the quick match wasn't that difficult to what you call find matches. And then normally, if the routes are okay to you, like you will be getting from between 22 to what you call 140, 150, what you call the latency, the maximum. But again, this was our official ones. The community servers are definitely not subject to this. Like community servers can host any place they want. So you may have different latency. It could be very close to you, or it could be very far to you at that point. One thing I want to discuss, really discuss about before I forget about it, because I have been thinking. Our server browser pings. You will be asking why server browser pings are not accurate. Okay. So when you look at here, so when you look at this, all Europe servers are 53, and like all NA is 130, and then all Asia is 290 or something, right? The main reason why this is a thing is before we were individually pinging each server. The thing is, every single time someone gets into the main menu, and then pings every single server. Like you have 10k people getting into the server and then like refreshing it. The servers were seeing that like a DDoS because like tons of IPs sending small packages. That's a DDoS behavior normally. You can of course expand. You can of course what you call like allow it, but then you have more open to DDoS attacks. So what we did is this is also what Battlefield 4 does. We have servers in in regions. Like in Europe, we have one server. In the we have one server. When the game opens, we actually ping those servers. Like here, Europe, US, Asia, Japan, Australia, Brazil. Also Brazil as well. I forget the region. Yeah, Brazil as well, and Australia as well. And then we kind of figure out, hey, this is your region. So at the moment, I'm in Europe, so Europe is my region. So when you click on quick matching, it chooses Europe by default, because it's the closest. And then we place that in the I just did it anyway. By default it places here. That's the reason why all server browser pings are like this, and they're not fully accurate. Because if you ping individually, then that acts like a DDoS. It's not a DDoS, but it acts like a one. And then also, if we allow it, then we have more open attacks. We will probably have to enable that specifically to community servers, but it will bring a lot of problem to them for when someone refreshes. Yes, you can cache the latency a day or something, but when there's a lot of people refreshing, even if you cache it, it's still very hassle. Yeah, that's the reason why you see the pings like this. It's not because we want to to fake them or something. It's just other way is very damaging to servers. That's the main reason why. One thing is you probably didn't know. I'm going to be talking about the server filter here. You can hold shift and then select on anything, and it will pretty much select that thing and unselect everything else. So for example, if I want only IL, then I can click on the hold shift and then click on this, and it will only choose the IL. And if I want to capture the flag, there you go.
Maybe instead of shift, we will make a right button, a right mouse button.
There you go. You have official progression 24/7 CTF. This is the server, for example, I will be playing personally because I want to play CTF all the time, like all the time. There you go. If you haven't, if you don't want to play something else but only CTF, this is your server. So you favor, there you go. So again, one problem also was some server we have how many servers, right? I'm sorry, not servers, maps, and mostly 3 to 4 of them are being played all the time, right? You've seen this problem already. We have about 18 maps. How many? I don't know, quite a lot of them. But only 4 of them are being played. Like anywhere you go, you will be seeing the same maps over and over again. But if you want not this, there will be now community servers who are that is focusing on specific game modes and servers. But yeah.
But yeah.
About the queue up, we did not implement a queue up yet. We will implement queue. We're going to add the queuing system for communities, not official ones, but there will be queue system for community servers. Yes, there will be one, definitely. And what's going to be also happening is server owners have permission to have priority on the queue system as well, so they can technically make their admins, their staff member, or VIPs as well. So if you're into TOS, we tell you. Hold on, I'm gonna open it right here. Game Saver TOS.
Doesn't look
like
it.
Cloudflare is down. No, it's Cloudflare. Cloudflare is weird today. Like
maybe they do maintenance. Well, today's Monday. Today's not.
There we go. There we go. There we go. So you actually have this is by the way the rules permitted use using backend application. This is a TOS. This is not the one that you for This is not the one where you have the player progression, official one. So you can actually do this. This is this one we added. donations, where server owners are permitted to accept donations in exchange for several benefits, including higher priority queue access, unofficial assets. So, for example, we're gonna include community-made skins. So, technically, community owners will able to upload their own skins and matches. So, and then they are permitted to give this based on donations. Exclusive on official progression servers can alter progression in exchange for donations. So this means on unofficial progression servers, technically they can do pay to win if they want. But one thing is we are telling, okay, you can do it, but it's up to you to join. And I don't know how much they can promote their server by having pay to win. It's admin's choice at this point. So this is something. So when we have queue system, you're gonna see high priority players. Like if someone's VIP, they get high priority on the queue system, etc. Again, it's something that is on the way. It's coming. Right. I'm checking the Voxel is easy to run on regular servers. So problem with Voxel is very CPU heavy. So like normally if you want to run normal like a game server for BattleBit, it's not that it's not that CPU heavy, but as soon as you go Voxel, it's really CPU intensive. As soon as you have a lot of people moving around, a lot of blocks, it's just too much at the moment. It has to be optimized more at the moment. You can definitely run it, but you need a good CPU. Not extreme levels, but more than what a regular one. That's the reason why current voxel is not that extremely developed, but merge actually also agent simmet. There you go, you have it also. So voxel tranche, not IL but voxel land. You have two servers already. The versions aren't updated at the moment. I can't join, but like they are the voxel and they're doing their own experiments. Muj was also modding the entire thing and like spawning some blocks and etc. We didn't have too much API modding for blocks at the moment yet, but we are planning to have it more. I'm trying to read the chat at the same time to answer if there's any.
Yeah, I just came up with an idea because I was at Gamescom. One of our community members, Silly, so shout out to Silly here. He does like professional photography, and he took a bunch of pictures of me. So once you're done with community servers, I can gladly show some things that were going on Gamescom. But I'll first ask quickly for permission of everyone that is in a picture with me, because I don't want to like show anyone.
Okay, you take that permission. Meanwhile, okay, I'm checking. What's this? So okay, about that, off topic, but there's a way to hide notification every time launch the game. So this question here. So yes, this was very annoying. I know, every single time. What we did is, if you've seen it once, you don't see it again. Like if you've seen the same update, it will never show again, unless we get a new update. Like for example, it's like update 2.02. You see it once, you close it. You don't see it until 2.3. And you see it once, you never see 2.4, so it won't be that annoying anymore as much as before. Did you make the initial lean mover slower as well? No, initial lean is same speed as before. Initial, like its same speed actually is tiny faster actually than the before. But you probably can't notice it really much. But if you spam it, it will be slower. So initial lean did not get nerfed. No. Spamming is nerfed, not leaning normally. And if you are leaning like a normal human, sir, for calling, if you're leaning like intended ways, then you won't notice the slowdown. But if you are spamming it, you will definitely notice it. This update will be available soon. We're just finalizing at the moment. And that time you will be able to experience yourself as well. One thing actually, you want to test link test, you can do it at the moment you can go to properties and betas and you can choose on community testing. and then you can go to shooting range, and then in shooting range you can test the deleting update as well if you want to test it. But you won't be able to see community service yet. We hit the community service from the what do you call the list for the moment until the new update. So there you go. I'm spamming at the moment. I'm not sure if you can even hear it. My clicks.
We can hear
But
it very loud, very
you
clear.
can.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then if I am not spamming, then it is coming back normal, and there you go. Like, I don't know if you can hear the clicks, but there you go. So it only kills if you're spamming it. That's the intention, not the. Yeah, we don't want to nerf spamming. We don't want to nerf the leading. We want to nerf the spamming. Let's try to make it very clear there. I don't want to nerf leading, just to nerf the spamming. So yeah. But again, if you want to try yourself, you can get to that build and then test it yourself as well. It is available. And also, one thing is, when you open the game, I said the music will be 60 by default. Which, if you don't want to hear music, of course you can disable. We have no main music as well, which is it's a bit weird to hear it after a long time.
After a long time of silence, suddenly with main music. But why?
Also,
what one did? Which one did you find?
I opened pwn5.com and
man. You
No,
know
just
that it's a community
just
member
listen.
that custom made it for us. Could you at least put it in? Even if it's like a 50-50 chance of playing it.
I find it like I find something that sounds great. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's not that.
Yeah,
I don't know. It feels like it. Again, this background is also like I made like a record a session and I blurred it and like tried to loop it, so it's like looks nice in the background. But yeah, that's pretty much actually all, and I have to go soon.
you'll actually have to leave soon. So I will do
4 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, so there's a few people asking about. Okay, I
Yeah.
already tried to say it once. I will try to say it again. So there's people asking about the skin they will get for going prestige, right? So
Yeah.
you did your thing. You announced that they will get a skin, and after you announced it, you told me that I make a skin. As always.
Yes, because you were in Gamescom, because I knew you would never change something and you were busy. So about that thing, again, we can return your kills because we have backups, but we have the entire like all players backup and everything else. Like it's like we have to return them as well and find individually, which is really difficult. So in exchange, we decided, okay, what can we do? Because those people actually grinded, and they choose to give up on their kills and at least the weapon kills and the attachments and regrind again. So because of that, we will be giving a skin at least that makes them try to ease this. I know it's not equal to having it, but at least try to ease it a little bit more. That's the reason. But I know it's not equal to having those grind back. Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, okay, said it. I was actually gone throughout the entire weekend. I was gone from Thursday to Sunday. I just came home like yesterday night, well, late evening night, something ish. So I haven't had a chance to make anything yet. That's why, if you guys want to stick around with this stream, we will make it right after this stream. Hey, big surprise!
Okay,
I
you
said
guys
in the
have
beginning. Yeah, we'll
you guys have fun there.
So
Okay.
yes,
Game.
you'll actually have to leave in like 2 minutes, right? Or
in like 2 to 5, I can be a bit late to that. It's
I
fine.
can be a little bit late to that. All right. No, okay, because then I would say if that is interesting for anyone, hey, it's more or less just pictures of me that I can show. And one of the staff team. If you guys want to, if anyone here is interested into, some funny pictures of me that were taken of me during Gamescom. Yes. So we look a little bit at what has happened at Gamescom. Larry's very hot. I can confirm. Edited.
What weapon are we going to be using for for prestige? Which weapons?
I was
for prestige.
I was actually thinking MP7, actually.
MP7 is okay. Okay, that's a good idea. MP7, we can definitely do MP7. And what else we could do?
Wait, there's
Oh,
more
wait,
than one?
I mean, I say at least 2. Okay, let's
It's
go
good that
for
you
2.
change your opinion all the time.
No, I said just
Okay,
skins.
what
I
was the
just said
announcement again?
skins. I never said more. I didn't. Oh god. By the way, playing with 240 millisecond like latency definitely feels sucks. I just realized it a little bit more. Yes, 240, 50. Anyway, whatever. Is this TDM? That's a TDM.
Yeah, what? Okay, now I'm just...
Okay, one more thing actually before I forget. The servers which has 8 versus 8 or 16 versus 16. Like for example, you have 8 versus 8, 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 etc. 16. They are not joinable by quick match. You will have to use your browser for this. Just to be very clear about that.
You know what?
All right.
Now that I think of it, you know what? I will just drop the pictures I took for that are from Gamescom. I will just drop them into the stream channel, and then you guys can make some memes out of it if you want to. Well, there's plenty of memes already, so...
I will make one. Don't worry. I will make one for you. Okay. About the update, guys. In general, I'm right now planning to release tomorrow. Not today as well. But again, we will have to test a little bit more longer, like depending on if there's any bugs with the community API, because I really don't want to just release the community service to the first time public and then we have to go back. I don't want to go that way. So we're trying to really test it, but at the same time we have limited people to test. Like it's like everyone has their own server and like that, no one can join meanwhile. So yeah, it's like just trying to make sure and sure again, it doesn't go bad.
Is it just me or is this like crazy slow today?
I don't
probably
know.
because Alfair has some issues too. Okay, anyway. So there's 4 funny pictures in the stream chat. Okay. Not this chat, like right above us. It's processing, it's uploading. Probably my stream is going to heavily dip now. No.
Okay. Quick reminder, really fast before I go. I have 3 minutes left. BattleBit properties, betas, community testing from here. You can just choose this one, and at that point it will update it, go to the shooting range, and then spam Q&E, and you will realize the difference. That's all. And that speed also, like for example, when you are slowly going left or right, it also exactly the same thing on the other, from other players' perspective as well. It's not only your perspective; it's also the people who are seeing you. So which is the entire purpose of it. So if you are like this, you just be standing still on their screen as well. It will be the same speed as this. So definitely you can be rest assured. It's like Nerf spamming in both sides. Your side and the people who are seeing you as well. All right, I'm gone. All right,
you're gone.
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, guys. Yeah.
Close in the audience. All right, then. Thanks a lot for joining, Oki. Thanks a lot for everyone who has been here. We'll do some talks and development stream like right after this. So if you want to keep on this, stick around. Everyone that is here in the stage, I will actually close the stage, so feel free to join in the stream. Can someone like really quickly? Maybe I'll do it myself. Second, the stream link.
You'll be doing the weapon skin, right?
Yes, we'll do the weapon skin live now. Wow. So.
Okay. Also, after you finish it, could you also go to do the skin for actually prestiges as well, if you don't have other skins to go for?
Okay, that is already the skin we're about to make.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, so we'll do that skin now. Anything like the other things I'm working on right now, which I do with Velasquez, I'll just finish it somewhere in the background around and things. And the Patreon skins for the Patreon people, there's one missing. I have not done yet, but I think towards the end of the week I should be done with that. So right now we do the prestige one. Then I'll do the other ones like somewhere in the background and like the other things we talked about which I have a topic for
okay.
next week already. Because we might need to change something, because otherwise my PC will just die and burn and crash and things. Yes, anyway, was a pleasure to have everyone here. Was good seeing you, talking to you. Thanks everyone that actually came out to Gamescom, and was really fun to meet everyone IRL. Just wanted to put that out here. And yeah, looking forward to anything like this ever again. And everyone have a great day, have a great time, and see you around. Bye bye.